Are you having problems with the lead quality coming from your Facebook ads? You're getting the leads in, they're coming through at a really, really good cost, but they're not turning up to your calls. They're saying they haven't got any idea who you are. They're saying they didn't click the button. If that's the case, in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple steps that you can follow and put into any ad you're running, which will get rid of the crap. Let's get into it. So how do we do this? Well, we need to remove low quality intent placements, which is essentially 2 areas. Number 1, audience network. We're going to switch it off. And number 2 is messenger placement. We are also going to switch that off. And in a second, I'm going to show you exactly where you go to switch these off. But before we do that, let's have a look at audience network. So why is this such a bad place to put your ads? Well, the ads are shown in third-party apps, games, random websites. And why we need to remove it is because it creates accidental clicks. Fat finger traffic, we like to call it, or low attention environment and no social proof or trust signals. So basically what's happening, you've got people sitting in games or they're sitting in random websites. And when this is the case, they're not there to see ads. They're there because they are playing their games, looking at particular websites they've got interest in. We don't want our ads to be showing out of Facebook into these particular areas, because it's just going to get really, really low intent. So when you call that lead up and they go, I don't even know what you're talking about, it's because it's come from a low intent area, which is audience network. And it's one of the areas in audience network that we've always kind of excluded, but I've just been doing a lot of testing with a lot of our accounts, and we're finding that as soon as we switch these areas off, our lead quality is going up and we're having better clients. So that's the first thing I want you to turn off. Second thing I want you to turn off is a messenger placement. Why? Because ads are shown in Messenger. People are in Messenger because they're chatting with their friends. They're not there to see ads. That interruption is just not causing a positive interruption. It's causing a bad interruption. They might be clicking it by accident, or they might show a little bit of interest. Oh, that's interesting, click on it. But then when you come round to calling it, or your automation is going through to try and get them interested and bring them back in again, it's just not working. They're not showing up to calls. They're not answering the phone when you or your team are calling them. So it's interrupted, but it's not expected. And it drives clicks by curiosity and not intent, and poor alignment with lead forms and websites. So it's just noise. We just don't want that kind of intent. And at first, when people start running lead ads, it's all about getting that volume. They want leads through as cheap as possible. But it's not very long before our clients suddenly start saying, well, we're getting all these leads through, but we've just not got the quality. It's between getting low cost leads or paying more for leads because they're higher quality. And once you've experienced calling leads that just aren't answering the phone, or you've got people that aren't showing up to calls after they've booked, you start to get very, very annoyed. And then the $5 lead or the £5 lead starts to become more of a £10, £15 lead, but you don't mind because you're getting intent, and that means you're closing business and you're doing what you need to do. So let's just jump in and see where these 2 placements are. So if you go into your ad set level within your ads manager, you'll see down here, platforms. If I just close that up so you can see what it looks like as you first go into it, you'll go through into here. You're going to go all the way down in your ad set, and you're going to go through to placements. Now, when you get to placements, you're going to see platforms. And in platforms, you're going to see Facebook, you're going to see Instagram, and you're going to see its audience network. Now, you can see that I haven't got Messenger. I'm not allowed Messenger with what I'm doing, but audience network I've ticked off. So we're only showing in platform on Facebook and Instagram. If you're using Threads, then Threads will be fine, and that will be appearing just here. So you can keep that, but it's Messenger and audience network that we want to switch off. The third area is in the ad level, and this is where we are looking at multi-advertiser ads. I want you now to switch this one off as well. Now, why we need to remove this? It creates comparison behavior. So this particular ad format is showing alongside other ads. When someone's scrolling through their Instagram or Facebook, Facebook is displaying adverts that it thinks you may be interested in. And it could be bags, it could be new trainers, it could be a bike, it could be whatever Facebook thinks are interesting, which we know Facebook's very good at putting good content in front of us that we're interested in. We know that, but we don't want our ads to be sitting next to other people, because then they start becoming clicky. And we don't just want clicks. We want someone to actually see our ad in the right environment, like we were saying before, and click it with intent. If it's sitting there with another few things like a pair of trainers that you've been interested in or some fishing gear or whatever, and then there's an ad for your service, you don't want them to be mixing around with those other pieces of content. So that's an area I want you to turn off. You go back into our ads and we're going to go through to the ad level. We're going to scroll down and you can see here multi-advertiser ads. Your ad can appear with others in the same ad unit to help promote discoverability. Your ad creative may be resized or cropped. Mine's switched off there, which is because that's what we want them switched off, but this will be on for default and I want you to switch off. So every time you come into here, switch that off as well. So those are the 3 rules that are going to increase the lead quality coming in, simply because we are not showing the ads in areas where we are going to get low intent. We want Meta to deliver our ads and our content to the right people at the right time when they are going to have high intent to fill in our forms on our landing pages, on our lead forms, and actually show up to calls or answer the phone when we call them. And that is what's going to build your business. So there are 3 really simple things you can do right now to increase your lead quality. Go away and go and do them.